and welcome to the online version of the GetKanban board game. This will be a simulation game we'll play during our course, and it's a simulation of a Kanban implementation for a software development team. So when you join this canvas, this will be the screen you're presented with. You move around the canvas by using your mouse, so left clicking on your mouse and dragging to the left or the right will move the canvas around, as you can see. You can zoom into the canvas. I'm using a wheel on my mouse. That's allowing me to zoom in and zoom out. And you can see that. So that's how you control your movement around the canvas. We have some game instructions. We'll go through these before you start the game, but I recommend have a read through these instructions anyway, and that will tell you a bit about the game. As you move further across the canvas, you'll see we have these development cards. These are our backlog of options. In the game, you're a software development team, and you earn money by people subscribing to your software. And the yellow tickets are standard class of service items, and they earn you new subscribers. And you can see the number of subscribers you earn in the top right there. So by completing these tickets, you will earn new subscribers. You also have in the game 2 fixed date tickets. These are the purple tickets. These items of work need to be completed by a certain date. If you do or don't complete those items, you'll gain or lose something, and that will be on the front of the ticket as you'll be able to read those. We also have one expedited ticket, which is a white ticket. That will come up during the course of the game. That's a special job that's needed to be done. That will be introduced during the game. We also have a block ticket that will again come up during the course of the game, and we have this pink dice or die which will be used during the game. During the game, you're going to be rolling die. This is a dice rolling website. So if we look at that website, you'll be presented with this screen. When we play the game, you'll select the square or the 6-sided die. You'll see it says D6 to throw the die. You press throw. That will roll the dice and you score 5. Clicking on the screen again, it will go back for you to do another throw. So you'll be throwing dice throughout the game. If I move on now, you can start to see the game board. This is your Kanban board. The Kanban board is set up at the beginning of day 9. So you start the game on day 9, and this is the board at the start of the game, and you'll play through to the end of day 18. Now on your board, you have your input queue. This ready queue is your input queue, has a width limit of 6. Currently, we have 4 standard tickets in our input queue. We have design. So the first stage of our build process is doing some design that has a width limit of 3. And we currently have 3 tickets inside design. So we have 2 in progress and 1 is completed. We have development. Development has a width limit of 5. We have 4 tickets currently inside development. And we have test as a width limit of 3. We have 3 tickets inside test. And then at the end here, we have deployed. So when work is completed, you store them in the deployed column. And at the end of every 3rd day, so in the day 9, 12, 15, and 18, we deploy our tickets and we earn money. We earn subscribers. You can move the tickets around on the board. If I left click on the ticket, I can drag the ticket around like that. Okay, so I can do that anywhere on the board. I can move the tickets around by left clicking with my mouse. I can move the tickets. To zoom into the ticket or draw on the tickets, if I double click, it opens a ticket up. I can select the color black. I can select the pen here, and I can strike off units of work. The white dots on the ticket are the units of work that must be completed for each skill set, and our skill sets are design, development, and test. I can undo by pressing Ctrl Z, but likewise I can also use the eraser element there to remove that. When I've finished working on a ticket, I press that button and we come back to our standard view. So we have design, development, test. They're represented by those 3 colors. Red is design, blue is development, orange is test. And you'll see those colors are also on the tickets. The dice you can see, so we have 2 red dice, 3 blue dice, and 2 orange dice. They represent people. So you have 2 testers in your team, 3 developers, and 2 designers. When you play the game, you have to strike off the units of work. So you can see the little white dots against each section, design, dev, and test, indicate the number of units of work that need to be completed before that item can be moved into done. So if I look at ticket S11 here, I must use 4, 8, 12. I must score 12 points on design before design on S11 can move from doing to done. And we do that by rolling the die. So when we roll the die, we score points. So if a analyst is doing design work or a designer is doing design work today, if I go back to my dice rolling, if I throw that die, we score a 1. We simply open up the ticket, double tick the ticket. I'm going to select my pen, it's on black. I would score 1 unit of work. And then I can save the ticket and 1 unit of work has been used. We have a multi-skilled team, however, and they can work in different areas. So I may do, during the daily Kanban meeting, so every morning we have a Kanban meeting, I might ask a designer to go and help out in development. So I might move my die across, they're going to help out in development. That's perfectly fine. Anybody can work anywhere. However, if you work outside your area of specialization, you score half points. So if I look at ticket S8, we need to score 9 points for that to be completed, 9 development points to be completed. So if I go to my dice roll, I throw it for the developer, I score 3, I can mark off 3 units of work. I now roll it for my analyst. So I'm going to clear that, throw again. I've scored a 1. Okay, if I score a 1 with a person working outside their specialism, you halve the score and round it back up. So I've scored a 1, half of 1 is a half. But because we round back up, I'm going to score 1 unit of work. So I can open that back up, and I'm also going to strike off 1 unit of work, which the analyst has done. So we can move our die around during the game. We also assign the die to tickets. So during your Kanban meeting, you decide which tickets that person is going to work on. So at the start of day 9, the board has been preset. So you can't change for day 9. Going forward, you'll decide yourself where people work. But you can see on day 9, we have 1 tester working on ticket S2, 1 tester working on ticket S4, etc. We have 2 analysts working together on ticket S10. The maximum number of people you can have working on 1 ticket is 2. And you'll go through, you'll play the board from right to left. So I suggest you start with test and you play backwards, you roll the die and you strike off the units of work and you pull the tickets through the system. So if we completed all the development work on ticket S8, we'd move that into done. If we completed all the testing work on ticket S4, we can move that into deployed, ready to be deployed. And you'll do that every single day. When it comes to deployment day, this is where you earn subscribers. So you'll open a ticket and we deploy at the end of day 9, 12, 15 and 18. So if I'm deploying this on day 9, I could write a 9 in here. I do the calculation, day deployed minus day ready. My cycle timer and actually my lead time, we're going to refer to this during the game's lead time, will be 8. So our lead time that ticket is 8 days. It gains us 11 subscribers. So I'll do that on each billing cycle. And when I've completed tickets, we can move them across to development complete. And I recommend you keep a count of each stack of tickets, because when we get to the charts in a second, you'll see why this is important. Moving further across, we have event cards. At the end of each day, you will lift the event card, you'll read the instructions underneath. That will tell you or give you some information about the day ahead. So that's the very last thing you do each day is read the event card. So we now look at the control chart. That's the next chart. This chart is completed every 3rd day. So we complete this chart at the end of day 9, 12, 15 and 18. And what we're plotting on this chart is the current lead time. We have the lead time on this axis here. And if I go back and I look at the tickets being deployed, what I can see here is we have ticket been deployed, the lead time is 8 days, one here been deployed at 7 days. So we use the right color, the yellow tickets. So I double click on the chart, I select the yellow pen, and I've had 1 at 7. So I'm going to put an X here. I've had 1 at 8, I'm going to put an X there. And we do that every 3rd day. I might use the narrower pen, that might be easier as well. And let's imagine now on day 12, we had 1 yellow ticket go through 8 and 1 at 11. So at day 12, I've got 8 and I've got 11. So this moves across, we're plotting lead time. And let's perhaps now say on day 15, I have 1 yellow ticket go through 6 days. So I'm going to plot 6 here. and I've had a purple ticket, a fixed date ticket, go through in 5 days, for example. So I'm going to select purple, and I'm going to select 5. So we do that every 3rd day. To save that, we click the blue ticket. And we do that every 3rd day. This is plotting lead time across the frequency. If I move across again, we have a cumulative flow diagram. This is plotted every single day, and you can see it's already plotted for day 8. So we have a number of tickets that have gone past the black deployed complete line, past test at 1, past development at 5, past analysis at 9, and into the system at 15 on brown. So we plot this every day. This is a cumulative chart. So if we now look at, let's say, our position on our dummy game here, we're going to deploy them tickets. So they're going to move across the deployment complete. Okay, so we now have 2 tickets past the black line, and I recommend what you do during the game is you stack them up and you keep a note of the number of tickets. It'll make that easier for the CFD tracker. But we have 2 tickets past the black line. So I'll go across to here. I'm going to double click again, open it up. I'm going to select the black ticket. We've had 2 on day 9 go past the black ticket. So black line, sorry. So we're going to put the cross there, and I'm going to join those lines up. Press the blue arrow, that saves it. Then we go back again. How many tickets are past the orange line? Well, that's still 2. Here's the orange line here. It's 2 tickets. We get all the way to the end of the board. So that is 2. So I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to plot 2. It's going to be right on top of that. So I'm going to join them lines up there to 2. And then I go back again. Number of tickets past the blue line. The blue line is here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tickets. Remember, we're going all the way to the very end. 6 tickets past the blue line. So we're going to go back to our CFD. 6 tickets. Open it back up. I'm going to select the blue button there. We've had 6. So I'm going to put 6 here. Again, join the lines up. 6. So go back. Number of tickets past the red line. The red line is here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tickets. Still 9 tickets past the red line. So I'm going to open the chart, select the red pen at 9, like that, and I'm going to join dots up. And then finally, the number of tickets past the brown line. One brown line is here at the beginning of the board. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 tickets. So I'm going to plot 15, open that up, select the brown, 15, and off we go. There we go. Okay, so that's going to happen every day. So CFD tracker, you plot that every day. It's important to take notes, write little notes on the bottom of the CFD about events that occur during the game. It'll be obvious when they come up. But this chart is plotted every day. It'll be helpful with your team if you're working with flow diagram tracker, is they count the tickets for you, which means you can focus on completing the chart. But this is every day. The control chart every 3rd day. The final chart is lead time distribution chart. You are plotting the same data from this chart as on the control chart, so we have lead time across the bottom. So again, if I'm going to use the same data, again, only plotted every 3rd day, 9, 12, 15, 18. We go back to our tickets here. We have 1 at 7, 1 at 8. Again, multimodal data use the right colour. So 1 ticket at 7 days, 1 ticket 8 days. I'm going to move across here, double click. I'm going to select the yellow 1 at 7. And 1 at 8. This is like a bar chart. Now let's, and then again press the blue tick there, and it saves it. Now let's imagine again on day 12 we have another 8 and 1 at 11. So select the yellow, we have another 1 at 8. So I'm going to plot on top. It's a bar chart and 1 at 11. So I'll plot that there. And then, as again in the example, on day 15, perhaps we have a yellow 1 at 6. So I'll plot 1 at 6 here. And we have a purple 1 at 5, so let's change my colour to purple. I'm going to plot 5. Okay, so that is how we plot the lead time distribution chart. Again, this chart only every 3rd day, so end of day 9, 12, 15, and 18. And I click the blue button, that saves the chart. And then finally, we have financial control chart. This is again completed at the end of day 9, 12, 15, and 18. The game ends day 18. So at the end of each billing cycle, you add up the number of subscribers. So in 9A, we go to the tickets again. Let's have a look at the tickets. We have 11 and 10, so we have 21 subscribers. At the end of day 9, I double click the chart. I'm going to write 21 in there. It says copy 9A, so that's 21. Read it down again into 9C, so it says 9B times 100. 21 times 100 is 2,100. So I record 2,100 in here. Hopefully you'll be able to write a bit better than I. We copy 9C down, so again it's 2,100. And copy 9E, still 2,100. Okay, once we've done that, and we've read the event card, financial control, we can tick off day 9 is complete. Okay, so you will do the calculation of financials every third day, 9, 12, 15, 18, but at the end of every day, you'll tick off the day as complete, so you can help keep track of where we are. Now, just like we deploy every third day of the game, so in the day 9, 12, 15, and 18, you can also replenish your system every third day, up to your WIP limits. Remember to work with your WIP limits. So at the end of day 9, I can replenish. I have a WIP of 6. We only have 4 tickets in our queue, so we can take tickets in any order we want from our backlog of options. So perhaps I'm going to take tickets, maybe I will just take ticket F16, and that's what we're going to bring in, and we're going to bring in maybe F1, for example. When I bring tickets into the game, it's important to declare the day ready. So if I open up the ticket, the day ready is 9, that's the day it's coming to the system, so I'm going to write a 9 in there, because we're doing this at the end of day 9. And it's important we do this, because this is how we start to calculate our lead time. Our lead time starts to click from when we bring the work into the system. And I'm going to do the same with F1, import it into the system on day 9. Okay, so any tickets that come into the system, we record the day ready, and it's day deployed minus day ready is what gives us our lead time at the end of the game. And that is the game played all the way through doing your charts. But remember, we only chart every day as a CFD chart. We have the charts, including financial control, every third day. And then you repeat the cycle all the way through to end of day 18. So we'll play day 9 through together. And then from day 10 all the way through to day 18, you'll be playing in your teams. And then one final thing you might choose to read right at the very end here. We have the daily steps, so there'll be a project manager on the team who's going to help facilitate the game to make sure the team do all the steps and make sure we don't miss anything. There are some detailed instructions for the charts, but hopefully just that little simple exercise there will show you how to do that. And there's some frequently asked questions that you need. Probably have a read through will help you when you play the game. And that's it, and that is the GetKanban board game. We'll briefly run through the instructions again. Remember to have a go in the sandbox just to practice moving the cards around, practice writing on the cards, moving with the die, etc. Just so you get used to the mechanics and the handling of the game. And we'll have a go at playing this game and learning more about Kanban in our sessions together. So thank you all very much.